What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another Silver and Blood video. Alright folks, we have ourselves a brand new character that just dropped, and I showed you guys a little bit of the summons, including what she's all about and how she actually participates in the teams. Now I'm going to give you guys the best teams you guys can use, some of the best teams and some of the best units. Now keeping in mind what she's all about, what she brings to the table, and why she is considered one of the, if not the best buffer right now in the game. She does it all pretty much. She helps you heal, she's going to help your team do more damage, she's going to help your basic attack users do insane amount of attack speed, and she's going to bring forth a lot of damage in a very quick amount of time. Now, because she increases basic damage to such a big extent, I'm going to show you guys the best units to pair her with in terms of teams and how you can maximize on things like hunts, how you can maximize on clan hunts, regular hunts of the wild, including other things like stages. Whether it's PvP, it doesn't matter. She just has it all, and you definitely want to take advantage of this unit for sure. So everybody, you should be summoning at least a copy of her. At least one copy will be enough. If you want to maximize her a little bit further, you can, but one copy is more than enough to get the ball moving for you guys. Okay, so first off, let's talk a little bit about why she is so important. I've already given you a full breakdown, but let's do it one more time for those in the back that may have missed it. It's important. It is very important that you guys understand why she is so important in this game. Okay, so first off, her ultimate. She transforms the Ginokio and possesses a selected ally, heals Fleeting Bella for 460% of attack, and grants all damage up major, which gives you 45% more attack. So major damage dealt plus 45%, and also gives you attack up major, which is going to give you attack speed plus 50%. It's a massive amounts of buff, and I think she's the only one currently that does both at a major stack. Then grants 2 stacks of Tidewist Blessing to an ally with the lowest HP percentage, possessed allies attack increased by 25% on top of the damage increase, and then a Fleeting Bella's attack when she's possessed an ally deals damage with her basic attack as well too. Fleeting Bella consumes 3.0% of her max HP, but don't worry, she gets her HP back after she gets out of that, right? So when the battle begins, applies Tidewist Blessing to allied units 1 tile away on both sides, so you can see top and bottom. Fleeting Bella heals units based on her attack at 69% at level 4. Tidewist Blessing transfers automatically to allies whose HP percentage is below 40%, or for those without the blessing who have even lower HP percentage. So she's a great, and I mean a great off healer. Her and Acapella are a dream come true together for off healing and for their buffing, okay? And then when not possessed, restores 5% of her own HP. While possessed, purifies the ally every 5 seconds, so they're not really getting any controls. So realistically, what you want to do is you want to pair her with another unit that has a lot of really fast basic attack and has incredible DPS potential. The 3 units that are going to come to mind are going to be pretty straightforward here, guys. Number 1, Van Helsing. Very simple. I've already showed you guys kind of what he's all about and how well he does paired with her, and if you guys didn't see it, you guys can check it out. Without her, he did about 2.9 million on one of the bosses in Clan Hunt, and then with her, he did about 5.8 million. So insane damage increase, and we'll show you guys more of that right now in this video, so you guys can take a look and kind of see it for yourselves. Another unit that she's probably going to be really good to pair with is going to be Cyrene. That's right, the brand new Cyrene unit that we just got for free. If you were participating with your Clan Hunts, you would have got her for free. She is an ancient unit who is someone we get from the clan section of the game, and she is a force to be reckoned with as well. So make sure, guys, Cyrene is another one that her basic attacks do insane amounts of damage, and somebody you definitely want to use. So there she is right there, and you guys can see her ultimate here. So releases shadows from beneath her cloak, do physical damage to a selected target, and applies a dark mark, then grants dark intention to all allied marksmen. This skill counts as a basic attack, and both dark mark and dark intentions last for 6 seconds, extending it by 2 seconds for each stack of Festering Desire. So you can see here, Dark Intention sets targets with Dark Mark as priority, basic attack damage plus 25%, and basic, so let me go back to that, and basic attack range plus 50%, and then attack speed up by 25%. You can see here, it doesn't say it doesn't stack. So we're going to try the 2 of them together. I feel like they're a dream come true, and we're going to show you guys how she works. Now, another unit, if you don't have Van Helsing, who's going to be a dream unit for these guys, is going to be Lorelei. Now, if you don't have, because she's not a marksman, you can take Cyrene out of this equation, and you can use her instead with for Fleeting Bella, and her attack speed will just increase so much more. So I think Lorelei is going to be another really good option for you guys. And then another one here is also another melee unit is going to be Tihati, who's going to be another really good unit to use here as well. And if you want to do another marksman, then you want to go ahead and use Noah or T Noah, Transcendent Noah, as another marksman with Cyrene. So let's put this together and kind of see how we do with the 2 of them. You know, we'll put in together Van Helsing, and we'll do one with with Cyrene as well, and we'll show you guys kind of what the damage looks like. Okay, so let's go into the actual bosses here, and we'll just take this boss as an example. Okay, so what we'll do here is I'll show you guys kind of how these units function, and what we'll do is we'll remove Del Carlo here. We'll leave her in there, and you can see here she's healing 2 allies, right? You can see now he's going to get healed, Van Helsing, and whoever else is in this slot. Now, normally, what I would do is I would take her out, and I'll show you guys the numbers without her, and then we're going to show you guys the numbers with her, okay? So we're going to put Del Carlo back in here, and let's see who's another really good buffer here. Let's put in... And remember, we're watching Van Helsing's damage. There's really nobody else that really buffs that well, except for maybe Amy. Amy's not a bad option for a buffer because she does increase attack speed. So let's put her in there. Okay, actually, you know what we'll do? Let's put in Cyrene in here. Let's put in Cyrene, and let's take a look to see what Van Helsing's damage looks like with her, and then we'll see what it looks like with her and with what's her name, with Fleeting Bella. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna go ahead and actually activate that skill first, and then we're gonna go ahead and bust out here with everything else that we have. Okay, so I'm gonna take auto off. So we'll start off with Acapella. All right, and then we're gonna push. I'm gonna put her next instead. And this is going to help now push all of the damage from Van Helsing. You see he got damage up there, right? We'll do a little bit with Del Carlo in terms of the defense or the debuffs on the opponent, so that way we can say a little bit more damage. This way we're playing it for real. And then here we're going to just pop off with Van Helsing in 1 second, and we'll put Acapella back up, okay? All right, let's put this up here. We'll do this. And you guys can see now he's going to go off, okay? We're going to put Acapella one more time. And then I'm going to do Bella to get the Blood Moon going for extra damage, okay? So here we go. This is how it's going to look. You guys can see all the Blood Moons working. And here's the full maxed out Blood Moon now. We're going to activate this real quick. And then here we're going to do another Cyrene attack. We'll do it on this opponent. There we go. Okay, and then we'll do Del Carlo again, just a little bit more debuffs. And let's just see what Van Helsing ends up with here in terms of damage, okay? I'm gonna set him up again one more time. Just so we don't lose too much of a downtime on his attack. There we go. We'll put in Acapella again. Alright, and remember, T Noah is a great replacement here. If you don't want to, if you have Cyrene, you can put T Noah in here and probably take full advantage of the two ranged marksmen doing insane damage with Cyrene and T Bella together. Okay, do it again. Here we go. Again, more damage. Now remember, you don't need a tank here, so you can definitely remove the tanks from this whole equation and just have all of your DPS and one healer out there to do all the work, right? This is just against a boss, but ideally you normally would have a tank, so I'm trying to make it a little bit more realistic and keep tanks in. Alright, we got 21 seconds left, guys. Let's see how much damage we pull off here. Again, we'll do right over here, another Cyrene. And again, you'll see damage up again. Dark Intentions on Van Helsing. And let's throw in Blood Moon right now. There we go. 2 seconds left only. So this is going to be the end of this fight. And we'll see what Van Helsing's damage is at, okay? So you guys can see we did 4.18 million. If we look at Van Helsing's damage, again, the purpose is to see Van Helsing. So it's 2088342, okay? Now let's go back into this again. I'm going to actually remove one of the units here. I'm going to replace Del Carlo here with Fleeting Bella, okay? And you guys can see how much more damage we're going to pull off here. So let's take away Del Carlo. And remember, with Cyrene, the main thing with her ultimate is releases a shadow, attacks. Whenever she does this, it prioritizes the marksman to attack that unit. The skill counts as a basic attack, and both Dark Mark and Dark Intention are used here and extended. And Dark Mark prioritizes this unit to be attacked first, and Dark Intention sets target with Dark Mark as priority. Basic attack damage does more, 25% more, and basic attack range damage. So it's a debuff. It's not necessarily just a buff. So let's go here. I think it's a debuff. We'll double check that part. I might be wrong on that, but I will double check. Where is my... There she is, Fleeting Bella. Okay, let's put her in here, and I'm going to replace her like that, okay? And Del Carlo is going to be replaced by Van Helsing. He's got his 2 marks. Now let's take a look here and see the difference, okay, in damage. Oh, you know what? Let me reset that, guys. Let me reset that, actually. Sorry. I forgot to put the order here, so we're not going to be able to see that. Let's go here. Mock Hunt. So we'll do this. Fleeting Bella, and this is the perfect combination here. This is what you actually want to do. Okay, so here you guys go. Let's jump in here and watch this. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do this first. We're gonna pop up. Now here, I'm not gonna summon Fleeting Bella until I have enough of Van Helsing to do it, right? To summon his move. So use your blood a little bit, let it go up, and then I'm gonna go here. So that way we maximize the amount of time that's used on this attack, right? So here we go. We're gonna add this now, and you'll see here the amount of damage we're gonna pull off. We're gonna do this again, and from here you want to use Cyrene quickly on the boss or on the opponent. We'll just do this opponent here, and now you're gonna get Dark Intention as well as the marksman skill. You guys can see damage, CP damage went up, and Dark Intention went up. Look at that. Now we're just doing so much insane damage, guys. And now we're gonna pull this off again, and we're gonna continue this damage until Bella's off of him. And again, you want to just keep doing this, guys. Just keep feeding this exact combination of things. She's off now, so you want to take her out, put him back in, and you'll see the damage difference. It's going to be pretty insane, the damage difference that you see in comparison to what you saw before. All right, so Cyrene again, going to do physical damage up on the opponent. There's M damage up now, which is useless for Van Helsing, so it's not that big of a deal. We're going to get him back up and running. And again, you want to usually do them in tandem. You don't want to use Van Helsing's too early. That you want Fleeting Bella buffs to be on there when that move is up. There we go. We'll do this one, and then when Fleeting Bella pops out, there she is. You want to go back in, and again feed him as much as you can. And then from there, as soon as you have enough to pull off his skill again, do it right away. Right? Don't even worry about Cyrene's. You can get hers off after. Just focus on getting him up. All right, let's go ahead and do this. And then get Acapella back up again, just to get the buffs moving and the blood flowing. And then again, reset the exact same format. You guys can see she's going to come out very soon. And as soon as she's out, you put her right back in. Right? There we go. Put her right back in. And now you can see the damage increase again. Right? And that little bit of damage, extra damage that she does is gonna be so much because she increases his basic attack speed as well. Right? And now you can see he did 5.75 million. Right? So a lot higher than the last one. So there you guys go. Place her with Van Helsing. Another really good unit, like I mentioned, you can use her with as well too, is going to be Lorelei. Lorelei is going to do insane amounts of damage with her as well. And same with T Noah if you're looking for an archer, but nobody's going to beat Van Helsing right now in terms of overall damage. So let me know what you guys think of that. Try it out. If it works, leave a comment, subscribe, like. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.